So now next 5 points. So again you have to draw those lines, same columns, particulars RNOR, RNOR, RNR. Write the info SSC, sum number 3 SSC, because name is not given, so leave it as it is. Legal status individual, previous year 1920. I hope you're writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Assessment year 2021. PAN card number nil. Okay. Now draw the, write down the heading scope of total income, and below, right below that, you have to draw 4 columns. First pertaining to particulars, second resident and ordinary, third resident but not in ordinary, last non-resident. So there are again 5 points. Let's together all 10 points together. See, 11 to 21. Okay, so you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 as one sum, and the another again starts from 16 to 21. So let's do it together now. We will not draw different lines for for next 16 to 21 slot. We'll do it in this table only. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So profit, the first point is, consider it as the first point. Profit from business in Bombay managed from London. Which case is this? Very simple. Profit from business in Bombay.
Second case, ma'am.
Second. Very good. Second. Profit from business in Bombay means the business is situated in India. Because it is situated in India, therefore business is dealt in India only, no? It is being conducted in India. It is being running in India only. Therefore, the profit will accrue from India. Profit will come out from India. No matter where it is managed from, where the amount will be received, what amount will be received, no matter with that. So it is second case. So taxable in all cases. Sorry, taxable in all categories. Write down profit from business in Bombay managed from London, first point in the particulars, and amount will be allocated to all the 3 categories, taxable to all the 3 categories. Did you note the first point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Second, pension for the services rendered in India but received in Burma.
Second
Burma?
case, ma'am.
Third
Yes.
case.
थर्ड क्यों बेटा? थर्ड में
Yes,
सुनो,
ma'am.
सुनो.
Second.
हाँ, थर्ड अगर बोला भी है ना तो सुनो. थर्ड में लिखा है deemed to be received in India. Why you want to assume to be received in India when actually it is received in Burma? Why you want to assume when actual is given? Assume तो हम तब करते हैं जब actual नहीं होता. So pension for the services rendered in India, received in Burma, received anywhere, no. But it is, I mean the services are rendered in India. Therefore, amount will accrue from India only. India will have to pay, no? India will have to pay the income.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, India will earn the income because services are rendered in India. Received anywhere, but services are rendered in India. Okay? So income accrued from India. The person who is earning the income, he lives in maybe Burma. He received there only. But income has been accrued from India only, no? India is paying that person a particular amount of income. Therefore, it is second case. Accrued from India. All categories. Write down. Second point. Pension for the services rendered in India. Pension for the services rendered in India but received in Burma.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
what is next point? So 4,000.
Sixth, ma'am.
Yes, 4,000 will be taxable to all the categories. So first point is 26,000 all the categories. Second point 4,000 all the categories, and both belongs to second case. Third one.
Yes, ma'am.
Third one means I mean as per
13th.
your, yeah, as per your point it is third, but it is according to the this document it is 13th. Income from the property situated in Pakistan. Now property is
Sixth case,
situated in
ma'am.
Pakistan. Acha, received there. See.
Sixth case.
Sixth case.
Yes. Good job.
Sixth case.
Okay, very good. This is the way you have to answer. It should be
मैम मैंने
very,
पहले
very
बोली थी.
prompt. Very good, Jayashree. Very nice. Keep it up. It is income from property situated in Pakistan. First of all, property is in Pakistan. The amount will accrue from Pakistan. Acha, received there. That means it is received in Pakistan only. India से कुछ लेना देना नहीं. We have got nothing to do with India in this case. Received there. Amount accrued from Pakistan, and the property is also situated in Pakistan. Nothing we have got to do with India. This is sixth case.
R
So
and OR.
only and only first case it will be taxed.
First column.
First column means
RN.
first category. It is called
Yes,
first category. Okay. Yes, somebody said R and OR. I think Jaya answered me. चलो बहुत अच्छा बढ़िया. Anu answered me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good job. बहुत अच्छा समझ रहे हैं आप. Very good. So this is, you have to write the lines as it is. Income from property situated in Pakistan, received there. Amount will be taxable in only first category, 16,000 rupees. Only in first. Rest of the two columns will be nil. A small dash has to be, I mean, you can put a small dash there. Next,
Yes,
fourth
ma'am.
point, past.
Seventh condition.
Yes, good job. Past foreign untaxed income brought to India during the previous year. Are, I mean, is this the same sentence that was given in case number 7? Read out
Yes,
the
ma'am.
case number 7. Past untaxed
ma'am.
profit brought to India.
Brought to
They
India.
are just giving you extra words here, but the meaning is same. Past untaxed income. They are giving you past foreign untaxed income brought to India during the previous year. So that's okay, no? This is 7th case, nowhere taxable. So you see, there are the two methods to write down this fourth point. First, you can write down in the table only, stating that past untaxed profit brought to India, taxable nowhere, nil, nil, nil. All the three categories you will show nil. And below that only, you will have to write down a bracket, stating that because this is case number 7, therefore it is not taxable to any category. Or otherwise, if you want, you can skip this point in the table. Directly you write the note. Directly you write the note under the table, right below the table. When the table will be completed, we will write a note stating this point as not taxable in any category. So which is the best option you feel?
मैम लिख के डैश डैश डाल देते ना.
Okay, fine. But there also you have to write a bracket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write down past untaxed profit brought to India. Write down nil, nil, nil. Now where you have written no past untaxed profit brought to India, below that you have to make a bracket. In the bracket you have to write, in the bracket, right. Uh, it is the income, it is the untaxed income, it is the untaxed income which is only brought to India, which is only brought to India, comma. Are you noting down?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So it is the untaxed income What did I say?
Only brought to India.
Which is only brought to India, comma, comma. Therefore, you can put those 3 dots. The symbol of the symbol of therefore. Therefore, as per case number 7. Therefore, as per case number 7, it is not taxable in either of the categories. It is not taxable in either of the categories. Either of the 3 categories. It is not taxable in either of the 3 categories. See, you can also make it as your own sentence. You can shorten it. You can write it in your own words, but the meaning should be same. I've given you my own sentence. It is nothing written anywhere else. कहीं कहीं ऐसा कुछ लिखा हुआ नहीं है, तो पर आपने मीनिंग को मेंटेन करते हुए you have to write your own. I mean, you can write it in your own words. Okay, that's not a problem if you shuffle the words and but the meaning should be same. Okay, 14th part is done. 15th. That means according to you, it is 5th one. Income from agricultural land in Nepal.
6th, ma'am.
6th, ma'am.
Received there
6th condition.
and then brought to India. See, students may get confused because it is written brought to India. But the brought to India is not the main sentence. No. The main sentence
Yes,
is
ma'am.
income from agricultural land in Nepal received there. That's it. Full stop. After that, they are giving you just to confuse. I mean, just to confuse students, the line is being given. So it is income
Yes,
from
ma'am.
agricultural land in Nepal. First of all, agricultural land is in Nepal. Therefore, the income will accrue from Nepal. Received there means received in Nepal. We have got nothing to do with India. Therefore, this is as you guys have given me the clue of
Answer.
6th point. That was
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
Yes, that was a good job. So it is 6th
And
point, 6th case.
First
Taxable
category में
to
आएगा.
ORR.
Yes, taxable are only in first category, R and OR. So how you need to write? Write down the full sentence: income from agricultural land in Nepal, received there, and then brought to India. Then full stop. You have
मैम
to.
अभी और करना है ना, फिर टोटल करेंगे.
हाँ, अभी करेंगे, रुको, टोटल मत करो. So it is 18,000 in one category, in first category. Is it okay? Don't do the totals. If you at all do the totals, it will be 64, 46, 46. But we are not doing the totals. Wait. Again and again making the table, writing down the information is a wastage of time, no? So let's do all these points together. Okay. Now see. Next, 6th point. According to you, it is 6th point, huh? Income from profession in Kenya, which is outside India. That means profession is set up in outside India.
Ma'am,
Oh,
6th
sorry.
case.
Profession is in Kenya, which was set up in India, received there,
Second case.
but spent in India.
Fifth
Second.
case. Fifth.
Ma'am, fifth case.
Yes.
Fifth case.
Very good. 5th case. 5th है ना? देखो. It is 5th case. See, profession is in Kenya. Assume it is a business in Kenya, which was controlled from India. The same case with the profession. Profession is in Kenya, but it is set up in India, no, controlled from India. It is set up in India. Received there means received in Kenya. Spent in India is, I mean, they are just giving you to confuse that. You should be getting confused. So that, so therefore it is given, but spent in India. These lines
Yes,
are
ma'am.
just to confuse you guys. Just to confuse. Okay. So it is 5th case. Income from profession in Kenya, which was set up in India, received there. If it was received in India, then all the categories. But it is received outside India, no? There means Kenya. So Kenya is in outside India. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
write down
ma'am.
the sentence. And 5,000 according to fifth case will be taxable in how many categories?
First and
two.
second category.
First and second. Very good.
First and second.
Very good. Write down income from profession in Kenya, set up in India, received in Kenya. 5,000 in two categories. Last column nil. Have you written?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Now the another part is gift. Remember, gifts are always exempted. I'll show you. See. Can you see this point? Gift received on the occasion of his wedding. See, received anywhere, accrued from anywhere. But gifts are not taxable, no. Above 50,000, it will be taxable. Let me tell you this thing. Actually, this is the last chapter. The point is related to the last chapter. Not the last chapter, but to the last head of the incomes. There are 5 heads of income. Each chapter has one particular head of income that we are going to do in detail. Okay, so this particular gift income from a particular gift is related to the last heads of the income. A last head of the income is other sources. So gift is related to income from other sources. You getting my point? That I need to discuss it in the last heading of the incomes. But right now, because it is given in the question, so therefore I will have to tell you. Okay, few incomes in India are exempted. What do you mean by exempted? Exempted means tax free. Though it is income, but it is tax free. You will not have to pay any tax on that particular income. And that word is exempted. Or in other words, you can say not taxable. So gift in, see, suppose gift of rupees 55,000, then it will be taxable because it exceeds the limit of 50,000 rupees, no? But it is now 20,000 rupees ka gift. Therefore, it is not taxable. Write down the way it is written here. 7th point. Gift received on the occasion of his wedding. His means जिसका हम सम कर रहे हैं ना इंडिविजुअल का. It is related to that person. Gift received on the occasion of his wedding, bracket में exempted, 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 nil, all the categories it will be nil, not taxable at all. Now the next one, interest on saving bank account in SBI. You have a saving bank account in State Bank of
First.
India. Yes.
First condition,
First
ma'am.
case.
Yes. Simple. You have saving bank account in India. Which bank? State Bank of India. You receive interest, that is your income. So you're receiving it in India only, no? Because SBI Bank is in India. See, it is not saying that the branch is in maybe California. No. कुछ बोला नहीं है ना. They are not disclosing anything else. Therefore, SBI is in India only. Assume SBI is in India, and then saving bank account is also in India. You will receive in India. The amount is accrued from India. It is first and second case, both the cases together. It is first and second together. Okay, so anyways, कोई भी case हो, it should be any case, but it will be taxable to all the categories. Write down interest on saving bank deposit in State Bank of India. What is the amount which is taxable to all the categories?
12,000.
12,
12,000.
all the categories. Okay, listen now very carefully. Next point, 9th point. Income from business in Russia. बड़े ध्यान से सुनो. Income from business in Russia. Russia में business है. The business is situated in Russia. Controlled from Russia.
Sixth point.
Sixth
Yes,
condition.
sixth case. It is
Yes,
sixth
ma'am.
case. because we have got nothing to do with India. Have they disclosed that the amount received in India? Have they disclosed? No. If they
No,
will
ma'am.
disclose received in India, then it will become first case. It is not said, no. Therefore, we have to assume that received in Russia only. Because they are not disclosing about where the amount is received. So where the amount will be received in Russia only, no? Business wahin pe hai. The business is situated in Russia. The amount must have been received in Russia only. Write down. Write down the status. I mean the sentence. Income from business in Russia, controlled from Russia. 20,000 will be taxable in how many categories?
Only
R
first
and
category.
R. First
Very good.
category.
Only first category. Very good. Good job. Only first category. See, 20,000 is in first category. Now come to the point number 10. According to you, it is 10th?
First condition. Yes, ma'am.
No. Now you have to listen for it. Okay? सारे पहले सुनेंगे फिर मुझे बताएंगे कि कौन सा कहाँ पे टैक्सेबल होगा कि टैक्सेबल होगा भी कि नहीं होगा. मैं आपको पहले ये पॉइंट रीड करने से पहले I will tell you one thing that you have to note it somewhere. Okay? And then you have to answer me with particular 20 wala point. Now, see, remember this point. It is related to the next chapter that we are going to do. It is related to the next chapter that we are going to do. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever we have a lecture. But it is related to the next chapter. What? Dividend from Indian companies. What did I say? Dividend from Indian companies is completely exempted. Is wholly exempted. 100% exempted. Whatever amount you receive, it is completely exempted. So dividend from, now you tell me, okay? It is as per section 10 subsection 34, which says dividend from Indian companies. Important, very important, not foreign companies. I'm not saying foreign companies. What I'm saying is Indian companies. So if you receive any amount of dividend, that is your income, because shareholders receives dividend. So suppose I'm a shareholder of Indian company and I'm receiving dividend, it will be completely tax exempted. It will be completely exempted. So now you tell me dividend from Reliance Petroleum Limited, an Indian company, 5,000 rupees. Tell me, is Reliance Petroleum Limited? Preeti, Anu, mute, Preeti. Preeti. Okay, so now tell me, is Reliance Petroleum Limited an Indian company? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Indian
Am
company.
I receiving dividend? Yes, I'm
Yes.
receiving
Yes.
dividend.
Yes.
See, suppose it is interest from Reliance Petroleum Limited. No, then it will be taxable. I'm only talking about dividend. I'm not talking about interest. Okay?
Non taxable होगा मैम.
Yes.
नहीं लगा तीनों जगह.
Yes, very
हाँ
good.
मैम.
Yes, very good. See, look at this point. I will tell you. See. Agricultural income from land in India is also exempted under section 10 subsection 1. The next point. Both the points are from the next chapter. These are the
मैम
points
ऐसा
that
क्यों हो रहा है?
बेटा अभी जो नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में आपको करवाऊंगी ना उसमें समझेगा, अभी नहीं समझेगा. अभी के लिए आप सिर्फ
Yes,
इतना
ma'am.
याद रखो कि ये एग्जाम्प्टेड है. ऑफ कोर्स नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में आपको पूरा डाउट क्लियर हो जाएगा. जो आपको लग रहा है ना ऐसे क्यों है, वो आपको नेक्स्ट चैप्टर
Yes,
में
ma'am.
क्लियर हो जाएगा. ओके. So it is dividend from Indian companies fully exempted under section 10 subsection 34. Agricultural land in India, Rajasthan comes in India only, no? So agricultural
Yes, ma'am.
land in India, and if you have earned any income from agricultural land which is in India, It is completely exempted. 15,000 is completely exempted. So therefore, last 2 points will be written this way. See, look at the solution part. Dividend from Reliance Petroleum Limited, an Indian company, exempted under section. See, if you don't remember the sections, that is okay. We are teaching since so many years, no? So now I remember all the sections. But for you guys, it is not at all necessary. So write down these 2 points. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay, good. So what is the total of first column R and OR?
1,01,000.
1,01,000, right?
1,000.
And what
Yes,
is the
ma'am.
total of second?
47,000.
And third?
42,000.
Okay, 42. Now these questions, I've completed scope of total income with residential status. Now these are the questions that you have to practice. See, this is the first question of residential status. Okay, you have solution also. See, if you don't understand only, then look at the solution part. Okay, I will share this document through Google Classroom right away. But please
Okay, ma'am.
be kind to yourself. It is not going to harm anyway with me. It is not going to harm to me. It is going to harm you, you all. Don't cheat yourself, okay? If you don't understand, I mean, if you don't understand any point related to this question, only then I'm giving you the solution. This is question number 2, residential status. This is question number 3, scope of total income. 4, scope of total income. And this is the solution also given to you. Question number 5, this is also scope of total income, and the solution is available for you just when you don't understand it, not before that, okay? Or if you want to verify the answers, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 taxable in all cases, yes, I have written it as the correct one. So
मैम
you
होमवर्क है ये सब.
yes, yes, you will
Okay,
not be
ma'am.
able to do. 4 सम्स हैं
नहीं हो
आपके
जाएगा.
स्कोप ऑफ टोटल इनकम के, 2 सम्स है रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस के. सी इफ यू वांट आई कैन स्टार्ट विद दिस सम. वैसे भी हमारे पास बहुत टाइम है, तो आपको चाहिए तो ये 6th क्वेश्चन मैं करवा सकती हूँ, करवा लो.
मैम हम लोग करते, अगर नहीं आएगा तो आप बता देना.
तो एक काम करेंगे, अभी करेंगे ये 6th क्वेश्चन मेरे सामने अभी करेंगे.
हाँ मैम
दिस इज द
चलेगा.
क्वेश्चन. हाँ, स्टार्ट. सो अगर कोई पॉइंट नहीं समझ में आती है ना, वेट लेट मी एडजस्ट द स्क्रीन. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. ओके, नेक्स्ट पेज पे भी कंटिन्यू है. हाँ, तो ये लास्ट पॉइंट नहीं है. रॉयल्टी रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम श्री मनोज कुमार आई वाला पॉइंट इज नॉट द लास्ट पॉइंट. We have another part also. So you start this sum and I will clear your doubts if you have any, and we will also discuss the total amount, the total figures of each of the categories. Okay, I'm giving you 10-15 minutes. Start with.